Hello, I'm Allyson Kirk, Associate Professor here at the Daemen College PA program. On behalf of the faculty and staff, I'd like to welcome you all to the 7th annual White Coat Ceremony. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, we are unable to be physically together today. However, we could never go without celebrating the class of 2020. We are really excited to be sharing this special event with our graduates, and we hope that they share it with all of their family and friends. It is my honor to introduce our program director and department chair, Dr. Gregg Schutz, who is going to start with our chair's address.
Welcome to the PA program's annual White Coat Ceremony. This has always been my favorite day of the year, and I'm so disappointed, and I know that you are too, that we cannot be together in person to celebrate with your family and friends your graduation in coding. That said, we must still acknowledge and rejoice in the accomplishments of your great class. We are welcoming you to the Daemen family of alumni, which now totals 947 PAs. Today's ceremony will serve several purposes. Number one, it is simply a celebration and is our way of recognizing all the hard work and sacrifices that you and your families have made. Number two, we want to thank you for giving us the privilege of teaching you. I remind myself all the time how lucky I am to teach amazing students who want to learn and enter the profession that has given me so much for the past 25 years. So this is your gift to us, and I want to say thank you. Number three, we want to recognize excellence and the best of the best. Number four, we want to welcome you to the family of physician assistants and remind you of the awesome responsibility that you are accepting. Now, after spending the past year in your clinicals, I know that you've seen the good and the bad of medicine, and being a healthcare provider has never been easy, and COVID-19 will not make it any easier. You'll be pushed beyond your comfort zone. You'll be pushed to be more productive, quicker, more efficient, and to bring more money into your practices and hospitals that are trying to keep the doors open. You will be tired, you will be stressed, you will be underappreciated, and sometimes you will feel disrespected. But you can never forget your true purpose, and that is to treat every patient how you want your family members to be treated. Now, when you start working in a few weeks, I want you to take your time, be thorough, and be careful. Continue to look things up and challenge yourself to learn more and more every day. Don't wait to be taught by a supervising physician or to be corrected when an error is discovered. You need to be proactive and teach yourself. You need to read, and keep reading. I know this is something that you've heard me say before. Now, you may ask why? Because now you will be making the hard decisions. You need to make these decisions knowing all the facts. Make sure that you're up to date. Make sure that you've considered the adverse effects for every action that you decide to undertake and be prepared to fix them, or you shouldn't do it. Remember, someone may be trusting you to take care of their sick baby or their child. Now, that's what motivated me and drove me to become the PA that I am today, and that I hope that I always will be. And similar motivations have driven your faculty to become the PAs that they are and those that you respect today. You must find your motivation wherever you decide to practice medicine. Now, going forward, I want you to think of the next 2 years as your unofficial residency. You will be on the steepest learning curve of your life, even steeper than PA school. With that in mind, let me share a brief analogy with you. Has anybody been whitewater rafting? When you first get in the boat, the water's nice and calm. Well, that's orientation at your first job. Eventually, the water starts getting a little bit rougher, and eventually you feel like you're going to fly out of the boat when you hit the level 4 rapids. You want to grab onto a lifeline, and you want to swim to the closest shore. Well, this may be you in about 6 months. I'm going to ask you, please don't jump out of the boat. Don't grab that lifeline. Just stay in the boat. Stay the course, and trust me, calmer waters are around the bend. You all need this ride to become the seasoned clinicians that I know you all can be. This will be difficult because someone on the shore is going to offer you more money, better benefits, better hours, and it may look a lot calmer and safer over there out of the boat. But if you never get through the rapids, you'll be shortchanging your future development. In a few years, you're going to find yourself to be a compassionate, confident, and seasoned, proficient professional who not only has a great profession, but trust me, you'll have the opportunity to have anything and everything you've ever wanted in life. So stick it out and hold on tight while you still read, research, and learn from every experience each and every day of your practice. I just want to remind you that your reputation and our reputation are bound together forever. We always are going to be in this forever, and we promise that we're going to continue to produce PAs that are worthy of the legacy built over the past 22 years and that have led to 947 physician assistant graduates that are caring for patients in America today. Thank you, congratulations, and we are very proud of the class of 2020.
Thank you, Dr. Schutz. The class of 2020 has voted Alina Jeskowitz as the class speaker. It is my pleasure to now introduce you to Alina.
Thank you for the introduction, Professor Kirk. Hi, everybody. Well, guys, here we are. We made it. I'm so incredibly thankful and happy to have been through this journey with all of you. I can remember day one, scanning the room, looking at all of the new faces. This was the future of healthcare. When it seemed like 2020 would be forever until we become PAs. But looking back now, it feels like we were just that fresh new PA class of 2020. We became family over these last 3 years. When I would go home for holidays or break and saw family or friends, they would ask where I lived or how many roommates I had. And I usually would say I have about 55 roommates and I live at Daemen College. But in all seriousness, there's no other group of people I would rather spend an 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. day in the same room with. We got to know each other quite well that fall semester, and we've made so many memories together. I would like to thank our professors for not being only our teachers, but our mentors. You were always there for us whenever we needed something and always reassured us. I would like to share some memories from the classroom for each of you. Professor Innes, who made Mondays as magnificent as they could be, and for making GI PowerPoints a little more pleasant with backgrounds of places we'd all rather be. Professor Patterson, who taught us cardiology in a way that we loved it with our own 4 sets of parentheses. Professor Chaika, who is known for the infamous laser pointer. I don't think we've ever scanned a chest x-ray faster looking for curly B lines and not seeing them and then panicking after he said, moving right along. Professor Barwell, when after a lecture of hearing, this is something you should know, or you need to know this, our highlighters were out of ink and our notes were bright yellow from top to bottom. Professor Kirk, who we are all thanking now for having us memorize lab value ranges, and made us realize in preventative medicine that an acting career probably wasn't fit for us. Professor Latchford, who would bring in enough candy to fill an entire piñata to brighten up our day, and to make us realize that no matter how bizarre the diagnosis may be, that there probably is an ICD-10 code for that. Dr. Steen, who never let us forget that Netter is indeed the Van Gogh of medical illustrations. And Dr. Schutz, who showed us techniques and gave us tips on how to administer vaccinations to a child with little effort. Yet when we went out to do it ourselves, it was nothing like the videos. There are not enough words to express how thankful we truly are for you guys. I would like to extend a thank you to all of our adjunct professors and all of our preceptors who made this journey possible. Thank you to Robin and Joy for all of their hard work organizing our clinical year. And thank you to Jill and Vinny for all of their hard work and always greeting us with a warm welcome at Curtis Hall. To our family and friends for all of the love and support for these past years, for being a call or text away after a long day, for sending treats to get us through the week, for being the behind-the-scenes support. Yes, we may have missed birthdays, weddings, celebrations, social gatherings, or events, but you were always there for us. So thank you from the bottom of our hearts. May we celebrate with our loved ones once time allows us to. And we are all due for lots of celebrations. I am honored and thankful to know you all, and I know we will make a difference in this world. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what car you drive, how big or small your house is, what kind of shoes you wear. What is most important is your health, and how beautiful it is that we will help with the most important thing in people's lives. Congrats, PA Class of 2020. We did it. And for one last time, peace and blessings.
Thank you, Alina. That was beautiful. The physician assistant faculty will now present the 2020 awards to our graduating students. Our first award today is the Chair's Award and will be presented by Dr. Gregg Schutz.
Thank you, Allyson. I have the privilege of awarding the Chair's Award for Academic Excellence, which recognizes a graduating physician assistant student who has distinguished themselves in all facets of the rigorous curriculum. This year's recipient is Janelle Lauciello. Janelle entered our program after graduating from SUNY Geneseo, where she distinguished herself, graduating summa cum laude, and she had served as an EMT, a laboratory instructor, and a teaching assistant. Upon arrival here at Daemen College, she immediately picked up where she had left off, earning A's in almost every course in the PA program and gaining the respect of our faculty. In 2019, she was honored as a recipient of the very competitive Winnie-Paw Scholarship, and the faculty had recommended her also to be the recipient of Daemen College's Karamanoukian Scholarship. In addition to her academic excellence in the classroom, Janelle supported fellow students, serving as a peer coach for pathophysiology, clinical lab medicine, fundamentals of clinical medicine, and microbiology. Perhaps more importantly, we found her to be sincere, kind, curious, and thoughtful. I am very confident that she will represent us well as she begins her career in gastroenterology. Please join me in congratulating Janelle as the 2020 recipient of the Chair's Award for Academic Excellence. It is so much deserved.
Our next award is the Clinical Student of the Year Award, which will be presented by Joel Patterson, Associate Program Director for Clinical Education.
What separates the great from the good is a genuine compassion for others, a selfless drive to excel not for the sake of monetary gain or personal recognition, but the satisfaction of making someone else's life a bit more comfortable. The great clinicians make personal sacrifices that go unrecognized. They spend countless hours searching for answers that are not immediately available. They question and they challenge those around them to be better. And finally, they are those rare individuals that are blessed with a great deal of natural talent, intelligence, unquenchable thirst for knowledge, and an insatiable appetite to be the best. Our Clinical Student of the Year checks every box. Not only is this student highly intelligent, driven, and focused, but is also very personable and carries a calm demeanor that puts everyone at ease. Today, I have the privilege of recognizing someone that was not only a great student, but also a genuinely good person. And it's to that effect we should recognize this individual. This student has received more superlatives from preceptors than any other student. Among the many compliments he received, a superior student, a go-getter, attentive to all details, anticipates what's needed without being told, highly responsible and dependable. Perhaps the finest compliment came from a preceptor that has taken medical and PA students every month for over 20 years. And I quote, "Hands down, the best student we have ever worked with. Our team was blown away by this student's professionalism, interest, knowledge, and clinical skills." I have the opportunity to work firsthand with many medical residents, medical students, as well as PA students on a daily basis, and this individual ranks among the highest. Please join me in honoring the 2020 Clinical Student of the Year, Mr. Tony Delaval.
The 2020 Faculty Award will be presented by Carrie Akin, Associate Program Director for Didactic Education.
Hello, everyone, and congratulations to the class of 2020. It is my privilege to present this year's Faculty Award. Each year, we like to recognize an individual that has excelled academically in all stages of the program and has also made an impact on their faculty and their patients. This year's winner has an exceptional work ethic and has carried himself throughout the program with maturity, professionalism, and a dedication to learning. He has received exceptional clinical evaluations, and his caring and compassionate personality have shown through at all stages of his training. We all wish our award winner a wonderful career in emergency medicine. Please join me in congratulating Matthew Daly, the 2020 PA Faculty Award winning recipient.
The Anatomy Award will be presented by Dr. Gary Steen, Director of Graduate Anatomical Sciences.
The 2020 Excellence in Graduate Anatomy Award is presented to Hannah Kateris. The award is presented each year to the member of the physician assistant class who served as graduate teaching assistant, who excelled in areas of leadership, mentorship for junior students, and mastery of gross anatomy. Ms. Gutierrez, in her friendly and enthusiastic way, served the PA 21 students in the fall semester of 2018, working on opposite Saturday mornings to lead both students and other TAs in the dissections. She held regular open lab hours to answer student questions and guide their presentations and preparation. She was also a valuable resource for graduate athletic training students who took the course in the summer of 2018. She's well respected and appreciated for her dedication, thoroughness, and easy approachability. This award is sponsored by 3D4 Medical. As a recipient, Ms. Gutierrez will receive a complimentary one-year health professional license for the complete anatomy software from 3D4 Medical. A great resource for her as she enters the fellowship in orthopedics at the University of Rochester Medical Center. Good luck to you there, Hannah, and congratulations.
Professor Gregg Chaika will now present our research awards.
Hello, PA class of 2020 graduates, their parents, grandparents, siblings, and friends. I have the honor of presenting the research awards for this year. Here's a little background regarding the research project that every student must do during their final year. Over the course of their clinical rotations, each student must choose a clinical case that they actively participated in and then present that case to their peers in a grand rounds type format. By that I mean that they present their case by initially giving the patient's presenting history, namely their signs and symptoms, as well as what the patient's initial physical exam findings were. The student then discussed what their initial differential diagnosis list was and how they evaluated that patient, namely with what labs, imaging studies, and any other diagnostic studies that they ordered. Next, they presented the results of these studies as well as their assessment or diagnosis of their patient, and finally the plan or treatment for that patient. After that, the student would discuss the common complications often seen with that diagnosis, as well as possible complications that may occur during the treatment for that diagnosis. Their job was to essentially review with their peers everything about that diagnosis, as well as provide some clinical portal or clinical tips that they may be able to use in their preparation for the national board exam and eventually in their own clinical practice. The class was divided into 6 groups, and each group voted on who they felt gave their group's best presentation. If we were still on campus, the winners of each group would then have had the honor of presenting their research at the academic festival to their PA student underclassmen. Here are the PA class of 2020 Research Award winners: Brittany Cushman, Matthew Daly, Anthony Delavalli, Michaela Gowett, Wayne LeBlanc, and Christine Olivieri. For myself and all the faculty, congratulations to all of you.
The 2020 Humanitarian Award will be presented by Professor Jennifer Barwell.
The 2020 Humanitarian Award recipient is Emily Ludwig. A humanitarian is someone who seeks to promote the well-being of others. As a PAS officer, Emily ran the fundraising for Students Without Borders and its medical missions trip to the Dominican Republic. This is an unsung position and one that she worked tirelessly at. Emily's work was a big part of one of the most successful mission trips that the Daemen College PA students have ever been a part of. We look forward to watching what Emily will bring to our community as a PA. Congratulations, Emily.
The Physician Assistant Student Society Award will be presented by Professor Sarah Latchford.
PAS, the Physician Assistant Student Society, is a student-run organization that represents the PA profession both in the community and on Daemen's campus. The group participates in several community service projects, as well as plans social events and activities that give PA students and faculty a unique chance to network and have some fun outside of the classroom setting. The class of 2020 has chosen Alina Jeskowitz as the recipient of this year's PAS Student of the Year Award. Alina has been a tremendous leader of this student group. She is a role model and a friend to everyone. She truly brings positive energy everywhere she goes and is well deserving of this honor. Congratulations, Alina.
Congratulations to all of our award recipients. Here to give our white coat dedication is Professor Joel Patterson.
The color white has long been associated with virtue, innocence, humanity, professionalism, and hope. Your white coat is a powerful symbol, representing a social contract, assuring your patients purity of intent and seriousness of purpose. At no time should your white coat be perceived by you as entitlement to unearned respect or license to act in a paternalistic manner. You have been granted a wonderful gift. With this gift comes great responsibility. There is no greater honor or privilege than to be trusted with the care of another. I am so proud to call each of you my colleagues. Congratulations on a great achievement.
Please watch and enjoy the coding of our 2020 physician assistant graduates. As we close our ceremony today, we would like to congratulate each and every one of you for your hard work, dedication, and perseverance. We are so very proud of all of you. Go out and change the world. Congratulations, everybody.